Hey, true believers. Chris Mack coming at you today with Scooby Apocalypse, Issue 1. I'm so glad that I decided to finally just bite the bullet and pick this book up. The print date on it was July 2016, and I remember around that time when I heard that this was announced, I was like, no, no, this is going to be so stupid. And I'm glad that once again I was proven wrong. This was fun. And there's a lot of those kind of like dreaded moments, kind of like when you're watching what was that latest one on Netflix, the Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated, where they caught the fun, but it still kind of had that overarching kind of creepiness to it, where so you can enjoy, like kids can enjoy it, but if you watch it as an adult, you're just like, oh shit, things are gonna go down. Oh shit, things are gonna go down. So with that said, as I shake the camera, we're sorry guys. Listen to Velma. Look at them down there. The romantics and the dreamers. Taking strolls, drinking wine at curbside bistros, climbing hand in hand to the top of the Eiffel Tower, exchanging furtive kisses, pledging undying love. Idiots. The world's going to hell in a handbasket, and they're coating it in a worthless romantic veneer, projecting illusions and delusions onto cruel, cold facts. Well, y'all keep skipping merrily onward to oblivion. Me, I'm going to do something to save every last one of you and this planet you're destroying. I hope. So pay attention to this, because that, as you're reading it, kind of almost explains the whole book right off the bat. So we come a year later, and this is where we see Scooby Apocalypse, the world waiting for the world to end. So this is Giffen plot and breakdowns. J.M. DeMatteis doing the dialogue, and more dialogue. Howard Potter pencils and inks. Hi-Fi doing the colors. Nick J. Knapp doing letters, and there's everyone else working on the book, and this was based on a concept by Jim Lee. Now, the one thing about this book that I'm going to say right off the bat that kind of still kind of pisses me off is this is supposed to be like an alternate universe. So nobody knows each other. The only two that know each other are Fred and Daphne, but Scoob, Shaggy, Velma, the way that they all kind of come together in this book, brand new. And that still kind of bugs me. I kind of would have liked to have seen them as Mystery Incorporated, seeing the world go to hell. But again, it's interesting because what happens here is that Daphne was a Pulitzer Prize, almost a Pulitzer Prize winning reporter, but she didn't like the way that the news was being handled. And so her and Fred broke off and did this thing called, what was the show called? Daphne Blake's Mysterious Mysteries. And it was going good for a while and it tanked. And Fred's like, aren't you ready to just kind of give it up? And she's like, no, my contact's here. And we're going to get to the bottom of this conspiracy that's going on. And so while this is happening, this is kind of like a Burning Man type thing going on here in Paris. We see Shaggy and Scooby. And Scoob or Shag is telling him, he's like, you need to behave yourself, Scoob, or else I'm going to get in trouble for, getting caught bringing you out of the cages again. And you're like, cages? What the hell does that mean? And so you see him put this type of what is it called? Hold on. One pair of Amity goggles. Sit still, though. I want to make sure that the interface is firing just right. There we go. Cyberware is active. Make sure my receiver contact lenses is in and linked. And there we go. So you're thinking, what the hell type of thing is going on here? So this isn't your traditional Shaggy and Scooby combo. And while this is happening, we see Velma once again. And he talks about Norvell, and that's Shaggy's first name, has taken subject 24602, Scooby-Doo, out again. And Velma's like, don't worry about it. I'll deal with it. You're not paid enough to deal with it and stop bugging me. And then we cut back to Fred and Daphne waiting on their contact. What's awesome is, where is it? Where does he say? Hold on. Because I heard this was 1,000 times before, and it's not that I don't disagree with you. Don't you think you could make more of a difference if you were working inside of the mainstream instead of... I've heard that about 1,000 times before, and the answer is still no. Listen to me, Fred. I know that beneath that self-doubting, mildly neurotic exterior lies the heart of a lion. You're a brave man, and I believe together that we can. And with that said, we see the ground lift up, and Fred launches his camera. Mole people! Thwack! Mole people? Don't you remember that episode we did about the lost civilization of the Earth's core? Man, I still have nightmares about those creepy little guys with their big eyes and mole people. I guess maybe I panicked just a little. So we find out that Velma was Daphne's contact. The way she gets pegged. I like that they kind of keep some of the Scooby-Doo antics in there, and then all of a sudden Scooby comes because Velma got attacked. So we see how these two are connected. And Velma says, come down into the lab. I need to tell you about the four. And what happens is that Daphne asks her, she goes, why are you trying to exploit this government research lab? And she says, what we had planned is to make a utopian Earth. And the four got lazy and content. And what happened is the something that they did, which you guys are going to have to read to find out, is going to mutate, and it's going to cause hell on Earth, literally. As where is it? Hold on, where is it? I forgot there was a backstory in here. Yeah, literal hell on Earth. The only thing that kills me, though, is you wait until the last page to really show the apocalypse. You have to wait till issue 2 to finally see everything go full tilt, which I was like, damn it. But, again, when you're reading a story, sometimes, just like when, I remember when I was watching Squid Games, a lot of the people I was watching it with like, God, this is boring, I'm leaving. And I was like, you guys need to understand the art of storytelling. You have to introduce and get, a lot of things out of the way before you can really go into the action so you understand. And a lot of people have lost, what do you call it, that patience, I guess, because everything's used to being like, now, Michael Bay. Well, the team here took their time, and it makes you want to read issue 2. And just as I was talking about in the teaser on TikTok, there's a moment with Scrappy 2 too. So with that said, guys, if you've enjoyed what you've seen, please first and foremost support your local comic shop and pick up a copy. And one thing that really irks me before we go is the whole reason from what I understand on Scooby, the Wikipedia Scooby page, they said the only reason the series got canceled is because Hanna-Barbera didn't like the way that they were going in the direction with their IP, and so they pulled it, which I think was absolute bullshit because this is awesome. But it is what it is. We at least got this book in hand, and I'm hoping to find a copy of issue 2. So if you guys have enjoyed this review, we really would appreciate if you take a moment to hit like, share, and subscribe. Helps the club channel more than you could possibly know. And if you don't mind hitting that fancy little Scooby treat bell next to subscribe, that way as we continue to upload content, you guys get notified. Come to the channel, and we love talking with y'all and hearing your thoughts and feedback down in the comments below or our social media pages, which I'll make sure to leave the links down in the description. So with all that said, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope y'all continue to have an absolutely amazing day reading, and happy hunting, true believers.